In a rough week for fans and movie news, now we're going to get this another comic book adaptation. Let me tell you why. I think this is one to keep an eye on, not in a good way. All right, I am Pops. I'm going to talk to you about the news. It's Avengelyne is going to come to screens. That's right. Olivia Wilde and Margot Robbie are teaming up to adapt Rob Liefeld's very popular female-centric comic book. And frankly, folks, this couldn't be a worse possible time and worst possible creative team. Let's get into this. All right, it's Wilde and Robbie teaming up with the X-Men producer Simon Kinberg, who's really failed as many times as he succeeded. Wild, who I recently had done a review of Don't Worry, Darling, and that link will be in the description. And I have to be honest, as I given that film thought, it actually gets worse. Of course, Margot Robbie is being known for the success of the Barbie movie. This is her company. Lucky Chap will be the one that's going to be doing the producer work. And folks, this is not a comic book that you would want to see these folks taking a stab at. For those of you that don't know anything about comic books or this particular character, Avengelyne, that's what she looks like. She is exactly that. She is the strong female, relatively voluptuous, sword swirling, wheeling, kick butt female character. And yeah, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Wild and Robbie are going to be bringing this together. And I don't know about you guys. uh, Don't worry, darling. Olivia Wilde, which I heard her name and I thought, oh, maybe she's going to play the character. I was like, oh, that could be interesting. Oh no, she still thinks she's a director, and I say that sarcastically because Don't Worry, Darling is an abomination of a film. It is. I can't believe that they were able to sell the concept of turning Harry Styles into a beta male, a submissive loser in this bizarre commentary on the patriarchy. And the more you think about this movie, the worse that movie gets. It's horrible. So if you think Barbie is bad, Don't Worry, Darling is actually worse in many ways. And to put all of these people in the room, and this is what they're going to adapt. I don't know how far we are removed from Rob Liefeld and his input. This was actually moving forward a while back, like almost 10 years ago, with Gina Carano at one point. I don't know. This was a character that he'd worked with and done some great stuff back in that 90s heyday. And it's just, it has a big following, it has the potential. But if you thought like the Red Sonja comments about avoiding the man's gaze, and we don't want to have the woman's gaze, and we don't want to have all of those type of things, and what this is going to be so much worse than that. This is going to be so much worse than that. Olivia Wilde and Margot Robbie are going to be using all of this as just a continuation of the messaging and the type of stuff that's been going on that we've been getting. So don't expect good things. So back over to Hollywood Reporter, they had the news eventually debuted in 1995. It's centered on a fallen angel cast to Earth. She's entrusted to find and protect the one, a person who is the key to protecting humanity from demons and other monsters. Now, 100% prediction, the one, the person, the key to everything will be a female. Just so you know, whether the original source material or not, it wouldn't matter. That's what's going to happen. Just a lot of comment and reporting on all the people and nothing about the story. There's not even quotes. We are at a very generic, look at me, look at what we're doing phase. So I will not be surprised if this film ends up not going anywhere. Not surprised at all. I think this is a complete debacle in a week of debacle. Pick a debacle. Is it a new Matrix movie after a horrible Matrix film? Is it the fact that Cruella director is failing up to get a Supergirl film that nobody wants? And if you think you want it, this is not your Supergirl. This is the Captain Marvel Karen version of Supergirl created by Tom King in that comic book. Or is it possibly the fact that in the Fantastic Four, it's a movie that actually is moving forward? The rumors are not only true, we now have casting of the female Silver Surfer. None of these are the things that anybody wants. None of these are the things that we're clamoring for. This is not the stuff that's going to right the ship in the midst of the reports coming out in Q1 of 2024 about how bad the finances are. It's at the executive level now. We're post strikes, we're post excuses. We are now doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on all of the worst ideas for this type of material. This is just the latest. I am Pops, and you are caught up. Can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. Have you even heard of this character before? If not, I can tell you this, it's a perfect opportunity for an indie comic like this to be adapted in a moderate budget, let's say $30 million to $50 million, which that's an exorbitant amount of money. It's like double what Japan pulled off with Godzilla minus one. However, let's just assume it's 30 to $50 million. So if they get to 100, they're doing well, right? Totally, totally feasible. That is not what's going to happen here. Mark my words, going to be a debacle. Take care, everybody. I am Pops.